Okay, hi. For the past many years, I would say there have been so many videos online about glowing up and confidence and all kinds of tips and tricks. And don't get me wrong, I really actually like those kinds of videos. But the part that I really don't like is that most of them put such a heavy emphasis on the looks. There's really nothing wrong with that. I don't really want to slam that. I don't think it's a really bad thing. And, the way you look can have a huge impact on how you feel and on your confidence and your productivity and things like that. However, this is not really what I would want to talk to you about today. I also want to talk about glowing up and confidence. And I do have some actionable tips. I do want to keep it relatively concise though. And I want to give I have four tips that you can actually apply in your life, regardless where you're watching this. My whole idea is that I really want to focus on mental changes that we make because you cannot possibly make a mindset change without increasing your confidence and glowing up. So, yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, so before I get to the tips, because I have all of my notes here, I just want to say hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna, but you can call me Anya. And on this channel, I want to talk about all kinds of things that I'm genuinely really interested in. Please subscribe to my channel and support me. Like this video and let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let's get to the actual tips. Generally, I have to say that I'm going to cover the basics today. This is going to be the foundation. You probably know most of these things. I cannot emphasize enough how important it can be sometimes to hear someone else say these things to you and really drive the point home. So let's just get down to it. You have to get very clear with your goals. I do recommend that you write down everything that comes to your mind, everything that you think defines success, everything that you would really like to have, everything you would really like to achieve, all those kinds of things. Now, after that, I strongly recommend that you take some time and go through each and every one of these goals and understand which ones are true and which ones are, let's call them false goals. The true goals are going to be the ones that you actually genuinely want and desire, and they come from the place of love. They come from a very genuine place. The other goals would be all kinds of things that you believe you should have in order to be successful, things that your parents told you, your friends told you, society told you, people on YouTube told you that you should aspire to those kinds of things, but you don't necessarily want them. You kind of feel like you should have them. And I do believe that a lot of the times we have so many goals that are not actually our own, but they belong to other people. And there's really no point wasting time trying to get those. Stick to the goals you actually want. Doesn't have to be too many. An important thing is that this could be goals from any category of life, from any aspect. It can be beauty goals, fitness goals, any self-development goals, new skills. So something you can actually genuinely work towards. That's an important point. Point number two, organize your schedule. So this one is going to be about routine. You take the time to set the routine. I do recommend you don't spend too much time on the first two steps because a lot of the times people spend way too much time preparing for doing something instead of doing the thing. I really cannot emphasize that enough. Progress over perfection. Always. Just start. Be imperfect. Kind of like me right now, and that's great. That's very inspirational, actually. You've got to make sure that you do just a little bit every day. Just a little bit every day is going to take you so much further than, well, doing a lot once a month. So there is that. A really helpful mental tip that I have for that is actually convincing yourself to spend just 5 minutes on the work. The trick here is that the most difficult thing is always to start doing something. So once you do it, You might as well take longer. If you do take 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do your project, that's actually going to be perfect still, because it's better than doing nothing at all. And practicing this every day is going to be really, really helpful, and it's going to take you really far, actually, in the long run, which is exactly what we want. 1,000-mile journey starts with a one step. Very inspirational yet again. Tip number 3 is consistency and discipline. So this is the unpleasant part of the journey. However, this is the unskippable part, because between the point A of you starting starting to do the work, setting your goals, let's put it that way, and point B, when you have achieved your goal, you have this chunk of space and time that you have to devote to the work. And this is the time that I recommend you spend doing just a little bit every day, because at the end of the journey, it's going to amount to a lot eventually. This is the most unexciting and inspiring time, and you cannot expect yourself to be having fun all the time and to be motivated every single day. That's not the point. I don't even want you to have the mindset of being excited every day and trying to think positive thoughts every day. I don't necessarily find that very helpful. You can say affirmations if you want, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, do whatever you need to do. However, I genuinely recommend you get out of your head. And again, use the tip from the previous step. You will devote 5 minutes on the work, and that is going to take you really far. Now, step number 4 is self-care. Interestingly enough, self-care is something that is going to keep you from burning out. Burnout is no joke. I have experienced that multiple times, and it's something that can feel you completely paralyzed and isolated. You don't want to do anything at all. You feel uninspired. You feel sick. You feel awful. You might not even feel anything at all, and you do not want to get yourself to a place where you are just numb to everything, or you're in a lot of pain and you can't do anything at all. That's exactly why you need the self-care steps. You want to create a system that is working for you, not the one that is destroying you. The self-care step is about prioritizing your sleep. It's about managing your stress, making sure you eat enough, making sure you stay hydrated, you do something for your physical fitness, and you work on your mental health. Do something basic, something that doesn't seem to be exciting, but something that works in the long run if you do it consistently. So yeah, just kind of pick up something that works for you. Self-care aspect is incredibly important, because your goal here is to allow yourself the flexibility, to care about yourself enough to allow yourself the flexibility for whatever you need to make any adjustments to your schedule. If you need some extra rest today, you are allowing yourself to do that. All right, now what about confidence and glow up? Because it seems like I was giving really productivity tips. Glowing up and becoming a confident person is a byproduct of your routine ultimately. So, what you want to work on actually is to becoming a reliable person for yourself, keeping promises to yourself, sticking up to your schedule, which is what is it? Step 3, consistency and discipline. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I am super excited about this. I'm finally doing this. And if you made it this far in the video, if you actually finished it, please let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you have any suggestions for me to make in the future, because I want to talk about things that I'm interested in and I have experience in and I have knowledge about. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. I like this video. I'll leave the link to my Instagram below. If you're interested, go follow me. I would like to focus on my social media a little bit more this year. I have been neglecting it for the last years. And thank you so very much. I really appreciate you guys. Love you. I'm very proud of myself.